Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock on the E! Network, you can watch a new show that has some of us sports fans and us dating show fans really fired up here. It's Catching Kelce, the story of a Chiefs tight end who's looking for love. And one of the girls who may have just found it with him is right here in our studio right now. It's Lauren Schwab, who's a Kansas native and who's just representing us just in such a fun show. Tell us about Catching Kelce and your experience so far.
Yes, it is a very fun show. Starting with 50 girls and one tight end. And we are now narrowed down to the Great 8. And there's a few episodes left, so it's getting nice and juicy, heating up.
Yeah. What has that been like? I think, you know, we always talk about these dating shows here on the show, but it's hard to imagine what it's actually like being there with 49 other girls.
Right.
Trying to date one guy. What is that like?
Luckily, 49 girls did not get to move into the mansion. Only 20 moved in, which 20 girls is still a lot.
Yeah.
That was quite the experience in itself, besides everything else. Just trying to, especially because they take everything away from you, that your phones, your computers, your music, so even when you're working out, you have no motivation. So it is hard to be stripped of all of that and just be placed in there and have to try to kind of interact with everyone and not be like too much in your head.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Now this time, I mean, we're talking about Travis Kelce here. A lot of us sports fans. I mean, you know, you're from the area. You're a sports fan. You know who he is. So when do you get past the starstruck part and start getting into romantic chemistry or connections, as we call it?
Right. I think that is a thing. Like, I don't get starstruck by actors or anything, but like athletes, I just like have a lot of respect for them. It's like, I know what you're doing as an athlete. I love it. But I think the moment I walked out to meet him for the first time on the 50-yard line, we got 60 seconds to try to impress him to move into the mansion. I never felt nervous. I just felt like I was meeting my best friend. I walked up. It was super like comfortable. I was confident with it. It was great, and he's a very funny person, so that made it easy.
And he seems to navigate the space of the house with the other girls quite well. You know, he does well. But what's the chemistry like between you and the other girls throughout this show? I mean, that's so much of the drama, right?
Right. I actually got along with everybody. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I think that's why I ended up being called the BBB, which I think the first two is the bland basic. We won't talk about the last one. But I think that was the thing. I came in and I was looked at as a non-threat, which actually got me on a few of the first dates. Which I then became a threat.
Right.
And
just to clarify, Valley Center, right?
Valley Center, yes.
Okay, so you went to Valley Center High, all that.
I did all that, yeah, Valley Center all the way.
Okay, so it's just so cool to be watching someone.
It is really cool.
I went to Friends, too, for college. I played basketball there, which is why I challenged him to the basketball game.
Right.
That's
one-on-one.
So there's still a few episodes left until when's the finale?
So the finale's in a few weeks. I believe it's November 16th.
Okay.
So 9 Pacific Standard, 8 Central.
Okay. I think some of us who are following your story, Lauren, we thought this was the finale. I don't know if we can show what may have stolen the show here. What's all this about?
I don't know. Who is that?
She looks familiar, right?
What is it like having that on camera? You know, being like, did that make you feel?
It's playing over and over.
It's the Vine video.
What was that like to date a guy? I mean, it's nerve-wracking anyway.
Yeah.
To be dating someone, but to be dating someone who's also trying to date 20 other girls, and then having a camera in front of you, too.
You know, I was thinking about it. It probably happens all the time. You know how many guys are probably dating 20 women? It's just not broadcast on national television, so you get to watch it back and see that. But it was okay because I knew what I was getting myself into. I said yes to this experience.
Yeah.
So I knew no matter what, just be relaxed, be yourself, and go with it, you know?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We're so glad you said yes to this experience.
Yes, thanks for having
so much
fun.
Yeah,
so
again, tell our viewers where they can see the show and all that good stuff.
So 9 Pacific Standard, 8 Central on the E! Network. It also plays online. You can watch full episodes online, and there's reruns all week. So
awesome.
Okay, perfect. Lauren Schwab, thank you so much
for
joining us.
We're going to find out if you're the final one.
Yeah.
Wait till we
Hopefully, we pick a winner if we pick you for sure. Thank you for joining us. All right, we'll be right back.